Okay, so let's get to real work. So PMP Fast Track, welcome everybody. We call it Fast Track because we kind of compress everything on 4 days. However, it's exactly the same content we cover for our 10-week session. Because for 10-week session, it's like Saturday, every Saturday you have a half day session. So this one is Saturday, you have a morning and afternoon session. So there's nothing reduced in material and coverage. It's simply a fast track in time only.
Well, is there a disadvantage to that though?
This fast track is our first fast track in Kennedy. It's basically we have our potential students inquiry about, want to get ready for the exam before they change. So before the August 31st switch. And for that, you need to complete the course and then get yourself prepared and comfortable with all the concepts and the questions and take a lot of simulation exams.
Yes.
So for that time frame, this is the course that we designed because it will allow you to finish early. Yes.
June 23rd.
Yeah. I don't know, for some reason, one side. It does not flip my page anymore.
You're in full screen?
Shouldn't. It was just on slideshow. But probably when it was long, it kind of. Okay. Now it moves. Yeah. So this is the timeline. So you're actually looking at finishing it end of June. So that will give you the month of July or the month of August. But towards the end of August, there will be a lot of booking of the exams.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you to secure a spot.
Do you help us with booking?
No, you do your own booking.
You do your own booking?
Yes. So I would suggest after finishing the course, you still give yourself approximately a 1 month time to really do, take a lot of simulation tests, get yourself up to speed. Because for the 200 questions, you need to be really quick to make your judgment and do some of it covers calculation. So you need that practice. That's why I'm saying, for a prep course, the challenge is that concepts are important, but then you need to get yourself up to speed when doing the exam. So that's another challenge. That's why you need to fully understand the concepts, fundamental knowledge within this 5-week period. So for this 5-week period, focus on understanding the core concepts that's covered. And then you have about one month, at least to give yourself 2 weeks just totally dedicated to doing all the tests. So during the 5-week, you can also, when we finish a certain module, you can also pick questions in that module and get yourself exercised on those. So it's an ongoing process, and it's gradually you get there.
Where do you get the questions from the model when you finish? When we finish today's session at 5:30.
The software?
Oh, you give me the software?
Software, you can, you talk to Rain, she'll arrange that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's part of the materials we supply with this course.
Okay.
To get you exam ready.
Okay.
So if you notice, I pretty much follow the PMBOK order in arranging this. The only difference is that PMBOK has project integration, which is right before the project scope management. So which is the part I'm going to cover this afternoon. However, for the integration scope, I'm going to cover only high level this afternoon, and then I'll go right into scope management. I saved the details part to the end of the course, because I believe at the end of that, you'll have a much better idea how to integrate the projects. Because your project have different components, and once you actually understand how to manage different components, you bring it together. At the end of that, you actually have a better view. So that's why today in the afternoon, I will only focus on very high level, the integration. So you get a brief idea how it's supposed to be. Yeah. And then throughout the rest of the modules delivery, you get a further understanding of what they are. And then in a summary, we'll have a much thorough understanding of the integrations into play. Because integration management is a core technical piece for project managers to make sure, everything is coordinated and interacted in a way to deliver the final project deliverables or product that you're trying to produce.
So the integration piece and so on would be just prior to the scope management.
Yes, integration piece in the PMBOK is prior to the scope management.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So today, with the afternoon, I will cover high level for scope for integration, and then I'll focus on scope management.
Okay.
Yes. The last session, I will focus on integration because at that time you have a good understanding of everything. Time, cost, quality, human resources, and everything. So I guess I don't need to introduce PMBOK because we're going to cover it in a lot more detail. And this is the slide that we're talking about. So we're going to talk about the purpose of PMBOK, what is a project, what is project management, relationship among project management, program management, portfolio. Some of you guys might provide your insight into what you are managing. Like Elias and Pin, you guys have a lot of projects going through your pipeline. Some are related, some may not. Project management or operational management, so that's when Mike mentioned about that perspective will come. Role of a project manager, PM body of knowledge, which is the PMBOK. So PMBOK guide is a subset of the PMBOK. We'll come to that. Enterprise environmental factors. This is any company, regardless of the size and regardless of the industry. Once you manage a project, you will be influenced by this. So to understand the enterprise environmental factors will give you a clear idea what you can take advantage of and what will actually constrain you. So you know what will keep you from achieving what you want to achieve. And you can focus on, the advantage. So purpose of the PMBOK guide. This is the core part and taken directly from the PMBOK guide. And I want you guys to just take 2 minutes of the first paragraph. Increasing acceptance of project management indicates that the application of appropriate knowledge, process, skills, tools, and techniques can have a significant impact on project success. So the PMBOK guide identifies that subset of PM body of knowledge generally recognized as good practice. We have a few keywords here. So generally recognized. Can anybody give us an idea? What does it mean by generally recognized?
Something that's practiced throughout different companies.
And I agree with that. I think it's more internationally recognized.
Internationally and across industry.
Across the industry,
yes. And if we're talking about markets, across the markets.
So you can be in Scotland and follow the same methodology as someone from the US or Canada or China or India.
Good practice. What does good practice mean?
It's tested, validated, true.
Tested, validated, true. It's also generally recognized good practice.
Yeah.
So when you say good practice, you're not talking about best practice, right? You're not really competing with the other practice. You're saying that this practice, generally, if you apply it, it's going to, most of the time, it's going to increase your success rate.
Yes.
And of course, the application appropriateness is also one of the key. And it provides a common vocabulary. So, how important do you think that is? A common vocabulary.
It's absolutely important.
What benefits does it bring?
We're speaking the same language.
Speaking the same language. So among PMs, you understand each other, right?
Yeah.
Because many times, your project 1 and Elias is project 2 and Ping is project 3. These 3 projects, relationship can be very different, right? Maybe Elias' project is a subset of Kirk's project, right? And then Ping's project is actually the higher level project that governs Kirk's project. So when you come together, you need to have a lot of issues resolved, right? He needs to understand, you are a subset. That means Kirk has a lot of dependency on your success, right? If you can't deliver your part, his part falls apart, right? And Ping too, right? So the interdependencies, and that allow you guys to, so a lot of issues of the project would come in through not only your siloed, your own project, it comes also through the project relationships or the programs, right? Or the portfolio. So, and it all roots up to achieving the company's strategic objectives. So having a common language allows you guys to talk the same thing and be able to understand each other effectively and get the real thing done. So it's a fundamental reference. That goes without explanation, I guess. Codes of ethics and professional conduct. So that's for the PM. So this is the currently only real recognized professional standard for the PMs in terms of the ethics and the professional. Yeah, so ethics is more focused on your integrity as a PM. And it has a lot of interplay when we look at companies have international exposure. And a lot more companies are getting that exposure right now. What is a project? Without looking at it. You guys are working on projects, so.
To finish a thing.
To finish a thing.
Say temporary work assignment.
Temporary work assignment, yeah.
The project is from start to finish.
Yeah, so it has a beginning, it has an end. Yeah. And it's temporary. And it produces a thing. Okay, so it produces